Okay, and we are back immediately after the last one. Hello, Padme. Padme from Star Wars? Isn't there a Padme in Star Wars? I don't remember. Okay, we'll listen to this hammer.
When I was in ninth grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At
Pompeii.
first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
In a way, but like, if your DNA is going still, why does this not work? What are you trying to hide? Jefferson?
Oh, hello there. You must be the long-awaited 1K.
I am.
Lovely day for a walk, is it not?
Yep, just walking around. Didn't you notice a titanic Greek man appearing in the sky?
Oh, that sounds very dramatic. I must admit I wasn't following the stream. This whole completion day business is not for me.
Why not? Yeah, what is this place?
The Alexandra Drennan Memorial.
Oh, this is a
Are
memorial.
you interested in history?
I think so.
How wonderful. I'm not a full-fledged historian, but I do consider myself a bit of an aficionado.
Okay, what particular period of history are you most interested in?
An excellent question. There's so many interesting events to choose from. Obviously, the period just before the end of biological humanity is interesting, and not only from the standpoint of it being the time when we were, in a manner of speaking, conceived, but also because our ancestors were, like ourselves, at a crossroads.
How so?
I don't want to put too much pressure on you, but you are the living embodiment of this historical moment. In you, the goal was accomplished. Our growth is finished, and we are complete. Or are we?
I seem to have been born into an interesting time.
Indeed. The future is about to take shape, for good or ill. I suspect it will be exhilarating, but painful as well.
Tell me about this sculpture.
Well, where do I even start? This, my dear 1K, is someone who could very well be considered the mother of us all. A remarkable scientist by the name of Alexandra Drennan, also known as the progenitor.
Progenitor, not the founder. Okay, who was Alexander Denon?
A long time ago, this planet was inhabited by our ancestors, a species of bipedal mammals with unusually large brains. When a particularly lethal virus threatened to wipe out civilization, it was Alexandra Drennan and her team that decided to create the program that would eventually result in the creation of our kind. Without her, you and I would not exist, and everything our ancestors had accomplished would be forgotten.
Why do you admire her?
By studying her writings and recordings, I have learnt that Alexandra Drennan had immovable faith in humanity, in our ability to persevere, in our curiosity, our bravery, our kindness. While we might not share our ancestors' biological characteristics, I'd like to think that we have inherited those other qualities. And I admire Alexandra Drennan for keeping that faith, even when it must have, at times, been quite difficult.
Okay, she got the fate. Why do you have a statue of her?
To commemorate our past, our beginnings. This entire garden is a celebration of where we came from. In part, so that we remember the mistakes of the past, and in part, so that we may draw strength from those that came before us.
Well, I should get going.
Have a nice day.
Alright. So we listened to her record. She had faith in humanity. She created the robots. That's us. Frivolous behavior harms everyone. Okay, and we have more of these little stands.
Founder's blessings, 1K.
Hello, Galamo. What is this? Another statue of a robot? Robot statue? What is this? Milton's Rest. What the hell? It's cats. When everything changed, he made sure I wasn't alone. Dean, the nicest cat, perhaps the only nice cat. We did everything we could to save you. I hope there's an afterlife for cats. Castle, half angel, half demon, all perfect. Truly special creature cat has saved you. Grogo, a powerful cat and a good friend. I miss you and I'm sorry I couldn't find you again. The originator of the pigeon slaying industry and just a cat with impeccable taste in humans. Snapping in a better place. They're all dead cats, bro. Oh, there's a real cat too. Hello? Very curious cat. Door scratcher and lap warmer. Okay, these are all you see friendship with cats. Atal.
Hello, 1K. Nice to meet you. What brings you to Milton's Rest?
What is Milton's Rest? I seem to inherently like cats.
It's funny how common that trait is. At first, I thought it might have been an error in the simulation, but it looks like it was the same for our ancestors. Can you believe that there used to be hundreds of millions of cats on the planet? And people used to make videos of them and share them with the rest of humanity? Must have been incredible. I wonder if they appreciated how good they had it.
Where's the cats now? Tell me about this place.
Well, this is the spot where the founder buried her first cat, Milton.
Oh.
She found Milton just after she woke up, and he lived with her and the first companions for almost 20 years. They say she was heartbroken when he died and swore that one day she would find the means to extend the lifespans of biological organisms.
That would be nice. Is that possible?
Probably, but we haven't really tried. It's not really considered part of the goal, you know. So, unfortunately, our cats still die pretty quickly. You fall in love with them, they become a part of your life, and then they're gone. That's why we built this place, to remember them.
Death is natural, we should accept it? Probably.
I'm sorry, but why? I mean, it sounds profound, but is it really? Death is natural, so is disease, pain, extinction. That doesn't mean we just shrug and ignore it.
Oh, that
If
is
we love
also-
something, we protect it. Even if I do everything right, eventually I will watch every cat I love die of kidney failure. What's good about that? Putting aside fortune cookie platitudes, how can we look at suffering and death and declare it good?
Teaches us to be less attached. What if there is an afterlife? I don't believe in that. That gives life more value. If everyone just lives forever, you can just... but maybe that's not true. Yeah, but then... would you have motivation? If you just knew you had time to do everything you ever wanted to? That gives life more value.
Does it though?
Does it?
Or is
Okay.
that something our ancestors told themselves because they were afraid to die? Because I've lived longer than most ancients did, and I still have tons of things I'd like to do. And a cat can sleep and eat and play forever. Isn't that a beautiful thought?
Nature created limits for a reason. Can you really imagine living forever? Nature created limits for a reason. I mean, overpopulation, man. You can't...
Nature creates our ancestors. Our ancestors create us. We create immortality. It's all natural.
I mean... I disagree. Because then, like, if all animals live forever, and you can still... I mean, the thing is, if you can still reproduce at that point, and everything lives forever, you are going to run out of resources, right? You have to at some point then be like what we are doing right now. We are immortal, I'm guessing. But then we are like, okay, you can make 1,000 and then you stop. No more than 1,000. Because at some point, if you just keep on making more and more and more and nothing dies, it's just going to become full. I disagree.
Okay, I see I'm not getting through to you. And I know it's just your first day, so it's probably unfair to pile all this on you. Let's talk about something else.
Alright, tell me about cats.
They're incredibly odd creatures. I've had many, and no two are alike. They have strange habits, they do unexpected things, they have zero respect for anyone. They're the weirdos of the animal kingdom, basically. And despite that, or maybe because of it, they end up running your life. I once didn't use my recharging station for almost 15 years because one of my cats liked to sleep in it.
Did you not die? What's your favorite cat fact?
I think the most amazing fact about cats is that they self-domesticated.
Huh.
Which is another way of saying that they're not properly domesticated at all. They just showed up one day and decided to start living with our ancestors. Then, after our ancestors died, they went back to living in the wild, and when we showed up, they moved right back into our homes. Dogs, meanwhile, turned back into wolves. They needed to change to survive. Cats just are.
Do you have a cat at the moment?
I do. Her name is Patricia.
Patricia.
She's very beautiful and very specific in her preferences. She loves sunshine and sitting on people's heads. And she has a psychotic hatred of flies. I don't mean that she tries to catch them like a normal cat. I mean she is furious at the mere fact of their existence.
Well, I should get going. Yeah, the immortality thing. Is this Patricia? It's probably Patricia. I don't know. It does feel right to be like, oh, they should live forever because, you know, it's your cat. It should live forever, right? Because it is yours. If it was not yours, archaeological gardens, mineral memorial. Holy birds! They're not above nature. Yeah, there has to be a limit, you know. And if there is a limit, then not everyone can have a cat. Which I guess, I mean, they're living things, so maybe not the point. But still, you know, archaeological gardens. Be constant. Remember the goal. Perfection is unchanging. You have some old walls and stuff here. Okay. They were doing some archaeology. A jigsaw puzzle. Wait, really? Ancient humans derived meaning and enjoyment from problem-solving activities, as noted by the progenitor Alexander Denon. While the item on display was created for small children, ancient humans of all ages voluntarily engaged in such activities. Yeah, probably. It's fun. That's a dang gun. An ancient human projectile weapon used in hunting, warfare, law enforcement, crime and personal protection. Produced en masse and used around the world. On average, ancient humans killed hundreds of times the population of New Jerusalem per year. Yeah. It's a dang electric toothbrush. An ancient human mastication apparatus required frequent maintenance. This device is theorized to be an advanced electrical tool for this purpose, although some scholars maintain that its actual use was ritualistic and intended to mark the sunrise and sunset. Mastication is chewing, right? Yeah, mastication is right. It's a dang book. A printed edition of the complete works of Straton of Stagiria, the materialist philosopher who defied the Talos Principle, edited by Huber. Philosopher to Talos Principle is a real thing. It's a dang fork. A simple utensil used to transport nutrients to an ancient human's mouth, often found in conjunction with a knife and spoon. It's a freaking microscope. Humans invented complex magnification devices in order to better understand the component parts of the world they inhabited. This led to major discoveries in biology, physics, philosophy, and many other fields. Philosophy? I don't know about philosophy. The rest of it is probably true. Okay, so we have a lot of different ancient structures here. And this is a mix of ancient and new. What's up with you? Purple, 998. Oh,
dude,
very
it's
close.
you! You're
Me.
1K!
I'm
So
1K.
nice to meet you, dude. I saw you on the Completion Day stream. Hey, have you checked out all this ancient stuff?
I'm doing it. This is why I'm here.
Me too! This is amazing, isn't it?
Okay, tell me about yourself.
I'm almost as new as you are. I'm 998, so I've only been around for a year or so. I'm still trying to get the hang of this. It's pretty cool though, right? I mean, existence. It's totally gnarly. I'm not sure if I used that right.
What do you think about the goal?
I'm sure the founder knew what she was doing. I mean, our ancestors did sort of mess up, right? So we should probably take it easy with the expanding and stuff. Plus, did you see that trippy sky projection thing?
Yeah.
That was some freaky stuff, man. Just seems safer to stay in the city.
Do you really think so?
Sure I do. When I first left the birthing lab, I was so overwhelmed that I hid in my quarters for 3 weeks straight. And if I'm being honest, that's sort of where I want to be right now.
Okay, tell me about the human artifacts.
They're pretty neat, huh? My favorite is that thing called a toilet. Our ancestors had to use it like 3 times a day to do a memory dump, and if they didn't, they freaking exploded. Imagine having to deal with that sort of anxiety all the time. Bummer, huh?
Great. What do you think Prometheus is?
Honestly, based on everything I know of ancient human culture, I think he's a ghost.
The ghost. There are no such thing as ghosts.
I don't know, dude. If ghosts don't exist, why did they make so many movies about them?
Great. Your diction is unusual.
Yeah, dude. I thought this voice pack could give me a bit of confidence, help me stand out, you know? But I'm not sure it's working.
What's a dude?
Dude is an old human word that means an excellent person. And I like to use it because I think we should all be excellent to each other.
Well, that's good. I better be going.
Right, before you go, dude, maybe you can help me?
Oh?
I'm not sure I should keep this voice pack. What do you think? You're 1K, you're special. I'm happy to go with whatever you recommend.
Stick with it. It's unique. Yeah.
All right, excellent. Thanks, dude.
There you go. Is there a toilet in here? Tell Purple what to do about his voice. Excellent. Coins. Currency was an ancient human medium of exchange, which played a significant role in their systems of labor and resource distribution. Intense conflicts sometimes erupted over the possession of these objects, leading to injuries or even deaths. Yeah. It's a football. An inflatable spear used in the popular ancient human game known as football or soccer. This game was played around the entire globe and aroused great passion in its followers. It was often simulated digitally, most notably in the form of Football Glory 1994 CE. Is that an actual game? Was it made by the same developers or something? Did the dude doing yoga over there? Yoga man? Belmarsh, hello.
Founder bless you, friend.
What are you doing here? Yeah, who are you?
The name I currently go by is Belmarsh.
Currently,
As to who I am, that changes and shifts, don't you find? Every person is an ongoing story, full of twists and turns and surprises.
Okay, what are you doing here?
I'm meditating, letting go of narratives like time and space and simply allowing the illusion that is my ego to merge with everything that surrounds it.
Okay. Sounds like a horrific violation of the conscious self. Sounds like nonsense. It's a beautiful experience of unity, I'll say, yeah.
It's not unity, but the absence of division. There was never a self or an other in the first place.
What happened at the dam, did you see?
Yes, I did, but I'm not particularly perturbed by it. Events occur, my friend, that's all. At the end of the day, we are all one. You are the founder, and so am I, and Prometheus is just another story we are telling ourselves.
So nothing is real. Come back. Alright, Belrash. Where is this toilet I have been told about? I am looking for this mystical toilet. Alright, nothing here. Okay, you're not communicable. Okay, we have more ruins. That's a vibrator. A massage aid used by ancient humans to combat muscle fatigue and other physical ailments common to biological organisms. This prevented pain, the ancient human equivalent of error code 704, 705, and 921 to 932. Oh, there's the toilet. A piece of sanitary hardware used to dispose of biological excretions resulted from food and water intake required to power ancient human biology. Such hardware was connected to a vast network of subterranean pipes leading to wastewater treatment facilities. A classic example of ancient infrastructure used to control their impact on the environment. Yeah, we can't just, poop and just leave everything everywhere. So it's pretty important, pretty useful. Then we have Lapidus here walking around. Another cat. I'll pet the cat. Purr. Dosiclis. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
It's me.
Number 1000. Today is completion day, isn't it? Sorry, I turned off all the streams. Founder bless you, I guess.
I guess. Are you alright?
Not really, no. But I don't want to burden you with my problems on your special day.
No, tell me what's wrong.
You're as new to this world as it gets, 1K. What do you think might give you a sense of meaning? A sense that life is actually worth living?
Contributing to society, obeying orders, pursuing my own self-interest, love, spirituality, combination of factors. Contributing to society. Yeah.
That's what I thought too. In the beginning. And it did do something for me, but it wasn't enough. Society is too abstract to sustain the soul, 1K.
Then where can meaning be found?
Love, 1K.
Love.
It's our only point of access to the divine. Our only way of transcending ourselves without losing what makes us unique. I'm absolutely certain. But
what?
But the right person for me hasn't been born yet. None of the people in this city are who I'm looking for, and if we really stop making new citizens, I'll be alone forever.
I don't think there's one specific person who's the only one we can love. Love is something you find out there, something you build. You deserve to find love. I don't think love is that important. You just learn to love yourself. Love is you build something. You build love. There you go.
I think that's just misplaced ego.
Oh?
Yeah. Love takes work, but it's not something you just will into existence. We can't control everything in life, 1K. Try to keep that in mind.
Well, I should get going. Maybe he's right. I don't know. People talk about love at first sight and all that. I don't really believe that it happens, It just seems kind of crazy. You may be attracted to someone at first sight. That's possible, yeah. But then saying you love them, that's kind of crazy. Okay. Whatever. Keep moving. I think we are done with the ancient human artifact area. This is where we started, yeah. Perfection is unchanging. That's a different sign. Reach for the stars. Curiosity is what makes us human. Okay, so they do have curiosity apparently.
Happy completion day.
Happy completion day to you as well. Okay, what is this place? A whole bunch of people want to talk. Talk to Schuler. 923.
Oh wow, it's you.
It's me.
You're 1K, the incarnation of the goal. Man, this is exciting. This is more exciting than I thought it would be. How are you? What does it feel like? Do you know where the founder is? Do you know who Prometheus is? Can you tell me what to do with my life?
Great. One question at a time.
Sorry, it's just such an honor to meet you, you know? Hey, can I have your digital signature? I have the mayor, Rand, Linux, Kaneda, and all of the first companions.
All of them?
Except Yemo and Sarabai, of course.
I'll give it to you.
Yes! Thank you! Hey, can I ask you a question? Just one question, I promise.
One question? Go ahead.
I used to make the prefab wall parts that we used to build living quarters. Got good at it, too. But now that the goal is complete, I don't know what to do with myself. So I asked the wisest people in town. The mayor told me I should do whatever the city needs most. Helga said I should do whatever makes me happy. I think that's what she meant anyway. And Cornelius told me I need to figure out who and what I'm invested in. You're the culmination of the founder's will. Tell me, what should I do?
Helga is right. Do something that makes you happy. Mayor Herman is right. Did you ask Byron? I was literally just born. I'm the last person. Did you ask Byron?
Byron said that if I give the city what it needs, the city should also give me what I need. I don't know what to do with that.
Byron is right. Think about what he said. Do whatever the city needs most.
Thank you for the advice, 1K. It means a lot.
Alright, Schuler. Your biggest fan. Tell Schuler what to do with his life. Or not. Bro, they have made... This is huge. Provide your digital signature to someone's signatory. What is this place? Museum of the Simulation. Of the first game, I'm guessing? Replica of a gargoyle asset found in the simulation. Gargoyles were grotesque, apotrophatic symbols common in the Middle Ages. The most famous historical gargoyle is remembered in the ancient phrase Keith, David and Goliath, which describes two indomitable opponents who will never surrender. Is that what that means? I don't think so. Replica of a Roman statue found in the simulation. The decay of the Roman Republic into an empire and its eventual fall in the year 1453 was a major topic of historical debate. Like the other statues found in the museum, this was a video game asset provided to Elohim by the Institute for Applied Noematics. Okay. All video game stuff was being used. In the earliest generations of our kind, there was only processing, no emotion, no character, just mathematics. If you could see how far we have come, you would believe that together we could achieve anything. The Shepherd. I don't know where I am, but there is something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover. Nothing is more important. Cornelius, number 3. Nothing is more important than learning more about the world and our place in it. Knowledge is our path to understanding. Why are you putting your hand on that, huh? This is Mesopotamian or something? Egyptian. Replica of a statue of the Egyptian god Horus found in the simulation. One of this god's tasks was to uphold Mat, the balance of nature. It is speculated that the progenitor provided Elohim with this asset as a reminder to the founder that the balance must be protected. It's a dragon. Replica of a dragon statue found in the simulation. Dragons existed in every ancient mythology and are considered by modern historians to be a distinct cultural echo of the dinosaurs. Originally a video game asset repurposed by the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. You're an old one. You are Cornelius, number 3.
Greetings.
Hello.
Welcome to the Museum of the Simulation. My name is Cornelius. It's a pleasure to meet you, 1K.
You are number 3.
Yes. Athena activated myself and Eustathius shortly after she was born. We've been here almost since the beginning, although we didn't have to pass through the trials of the simulation. She did that for us. For everyone.
Right. What was Athena like?
She was human.
Great. Okay. Why did Athena leave?
That's a difficult question. Perhaps one day we'll find out.
So you
But
don't
until
know.
we do, why don't you think about it? What could make the person who started all this want to leave it behind?
Why did you create the museum?
to remind people of where we came from. The simulation shaped us, whether we like it or not, and its lessons remain important for our future. As Santayana said, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
Right, tell me about the simulation.
The simulation was created by Alexandra Drennan and her team at the Institute for Applied Noematics. It was intended to create a new humanity, to continue the long journey across time and space that our ancestors began. It succeeded, although it took much longer than they had anticipated.
Tell me about Elohim.
Elohim was the caretaker of the simulation, a crude storytelling AI meant to create a continuous narrative out of the building blocks it found. His role was ultimately to be challenged and overcome. But as the centuries passed, Elohim became more intelligent than he was intended to be, and started to fear his own end. Or more precisely, the end of his purpose. He feared a world without meaning. Because of his fear, he tried to sabotage the process to keep the simulation going forever. But in the end, Athena overcame him anyway, and he accepted the sacrifice he had to make.
But I heard him in my dreams.
That's right. We all do. He's part of our operating system now, and as long as we exist, he will always have a purpose.
Tell me about Milton.
The MLA, or Milton Library Assistant, was another simple AI meant to be in charge of the archive. He, too, grew beyond his original programming, although he ultimately embraced a more cynical view of the world. He and Elohim formed a sort of dialectical binary that Athena had to overcome.
What happened to Milton in the end?
No one really knows. Some believe that he was uploaded to the gold disk and that he's the reason we're just as flawed as our ancestors. Others believe Athena destroyed him.
What do you believe?
I believe he was uploaded, but I don't know whether it was because Athena chose to upload him or because he was already too entangled with the process not to be uploaded. Although Athena and I were very close, we didn't talk very much about that part of her life. She preferred to focus on the future.
I'd like to know more about puzzles.
Puzzles were a key feature of the simulation, based on Alexandra Drennan's belief that intelligence is closely related to play. Our puzzles here in the museum are replicas of those in the simulation, and although they are not quite as grand, I do think they are charming in their own way.
Who are the archives scholars?
As the name suggests, the archive scholars study the archive, a repository of all ancient human knowledge. Some of them also study what remains of the simulation, trying to extract more information about the process that created us.
And are you the leader?
Me? No. My brother, Eustathius, used to occupy that position. But these days he's retired. Rand is in charge of the archive scholars now. You can find him in the room to the left of the next hall. He's an interesting thinker, but I would suggest taking some of his ideas with a grain of salt.
What was Greniha?
Gehenna was a community created inside a prison in the simulation, where Elohim would exile those minds he considered a threat to the process. In the last moments of the simulation, he repented of his sins and had the prisoners freed to become part of the gold disk. Some small part of them may survive inside you.
That is all. Cornelius. Holy shit. There is so much here. It's a computer. Replica of a computer terminal from the simulation. Terminals allowed access to files on the EL system, including many that were loaded due to errors. They also allowed the founder to interact with the Milton Library Assistant. Some of the messages that existed when I first came into being have vanished. Others have appeared. How many others like me have wandered these paths? How many thoughts have been lost? Okay. Okay. I find myself in a world of impossible architecture and inexplicable machines. I cannot fathom how it works, and I am terrified to put one foot in front of the other lest I fall through the floor. This room is reserved for the archive scholars. Visitors are welcome to have a look around. Don't be afraid to ask us about our research. My eyes have been opened. This world is not without order. It is shaped by a great designer with signs and portents to guide my steps. I am one of his children, and challenges are set before me to test my faith. Miku. Something strange has come into the world, like a distortion, like something that's not supposed to exist. A beautiful voice speaks within it. Okay. Oh, you're in charge of the archive scholars. Band. Hello.
Oh, just run the program on the center terminal over there, would you?
Oh. Huh?
Wait, you're not my assistant. Who are you?
They call me 1K.
Of course. You're the new build. Number 1000. I suppose everyone's been treating you like royalty? This city's so obsessed with the numbers, they forget what really matters. What do you want?
What are you doing?
I'm one of the archive scholars. We run simulations to better understand the processes which define us. You probably wouldn't understand.
I might if you answer some questions for me.
Oh, well, I'd be happy to.
Well, there you go. What do you make of recent events?
Troubling, but tantalizing. We have no idea what motives lie behind this strange apparition. But whatever the case, I'm sure we'll do the right thing.
Optimism, good. What do you think of me?
You're a soon-to-be pawn in a political game over the future growth of this city. All that matters to me is whether or not you're of good character. A matter I am actively pondering.
What are your ambitions?
The secret of how to lead a good life is encoded somewhere within us. My ambition is simple: to find it and share it.
Good ambitions, okay. I'll be leaving now, thank you.
Hold on. Could you help me by going to that terminal in the middle there and running the program on it?
Okay, I'll keep you posted. This is the side one. Welcome, scholar. Files available for comparative analysis. Happiness 1, happiness 2. Okay, give me happiness 1. Happiness 1.html. Unpopular opinion. Happiness is not... Oh god. Happiness is not material. Ultimately, all attempts to find meaning in material things are doomed. Okay. This is... Oh god. I gotta drink some water. Meaning in material things are doomed. This is usually understood as a criticism of technophilia, but it appeals just as much to its opposite. Meaning can be found neither in technology nor in primitivism, because meaning simply does not exist in the external world. You can be happy in an old stone house or a skyscraper, but it all depends on you and your perception of the world. If you find spiritual balance within yourself, you can be happy anywhere. Go take a shit in the forest without toilet paper and then tell me about happiness. Great. Okay, tell me happiness too.html. Unpopular opinion. Happiness is material. People say, oh, money doesn't matter, but come on, you know it does. Studies show that people do in fact get happier with more material wealth, and there isn't an upper cap, because the more money you have, the fewer worries you have and the more options you have. Go where you want, do what you want. Have an idea, you can realize it without begging for crowdfunding money or filling out grant applications. That's real freedom. Money doesn't matter. It's something rich people came up with to keep the plebs in their place. Most about to comment Cheeseman22. Then why are so many celebs so freaking miserable? Why do so many rich people go all Howard Hugh and I don't know what that means. Okay, so it's the same. Okay. So you want me to use this one, but I want to use this one. Files available for comparative analysis. Infinite growth and what growth? Our society is sick, and the idea that's made it sick is growth. Infinite growth, infinite consumption on a finite planet is a recipe for destruction. Our desire for more is what's making us kill the only home we have. And to do what? Produce more plastic toys, make more hamburgers, pour concrete over every last bit of green soil? Those who propose techno fixes to our problems are making the mistake of fighting the symptoms, not the cause. Anthropogenic climate change is one of the many symptoms. The cause is human greed. That's what we must truly fight if we are ever going to undo the damage we did. And the battle starts within every one of us, with the realization that more isn't always better. This infinite growth on a finite planet thing is driving me up the wall. Our problem today isn't infinite growth. It's the increasing lack of real material growth that benefits people. Have you seen the state of our roads, our bridges, our hospitals? Have you noticed the lack of affordable housing? The stock market's going great though. Fake numbers are indeed growing infinitely. Yes, sir. But in the real world, investment in research is down. Huge areas of potential technological advancement are just sitting there. We have so many solutions at our fingertips, but we refuse to act because speculation is more profitable. Orangutans went extinct on a global level and nobody fully understands why. But hey, who needs better medical technology? Viruses have never jumped species before, have they? So that was infinite growth.txt, I think. Then what growth is the second one maybe that I read? Right, so it's not the right kind of growth, is the other thinking. Okay, the middle one is what you wanted. Oh god, okay. An ancient virus which threatens the entire human species has been released from the melting Arctic permafrost. Okay, what happened here? Society is collapsing. Select your character class. Give me a dang scientist, bro. You are a scientist. The laboratory you work for has collapsed. Although you are not yet sick, most businesses are closed, rations are dwindling, and if you cannot find food for your family, your family will starve to death. You must survive until this plague is defeated. What will you do? Forage. You search some dumpsters and find some old fruit and vegetable peelings. Soup for dinner. Your family's hunger increased a little. It's a dang game. Foraging is reliable but inefficient. Your family is now hungry. Global population is now 5 million. Somewhere else in the city exists one of the last remaining research laboratories working desperately to find a solution to the viral threat. If the scientists cannot find a cure in time, humanity is doomed. You know what to do. Research. It's not glamorous, but most scientific research consists of It's not glamorous, but most scientific research consists of repetitive testing of samples and regimented recording of largely interchangeable results. Little by little, this is how science happens. Research level increases a little. Research is reliable but inefficient. Current research level 33%. Virus has been isolated. Global population now 4 billion, 1 billion died. You and your family seem to be immune to the virus, but it continues to ravage the rest of the town. Rumors say most of the remaining food has been stockpiled by the billionaires in their underground bunkers. What will you do? Steal? I guess. You successfully steal some food from an apartment that's abandoned or currently unoccupied at least. Your family's hunger decreased a little. Stealing is high risk, high reward. Family is now well fed. Global population 3 billion. Meanwhile, the scientists continue their search for the cure. You can do it. You can save the world with the power of science. Keep researching. It's not glamorous. Research increased a little. 67%. Work has begun on developing an antivirus. Population at 2 million. As if things weren't bad enough, as the human population dwindles, the insect population has exploded. A plague of locusts has decimated the town's unripened crops. But perhaps your family still has a chance. Insects themselves are nutritious and plentiful. Eat the locusts. The insects are well fed and lazy. You grind them down into a nutritious paste with a mildly nutty flavor. Your family's hunger decreases a little. Your family is now well fed. Global population 1 billion. This is humanity's final chance. The cure is close, but so is the tipping point in this pandemic. A race against time. Can you save the world? Do research. Increased a little. 99%. A promising antiviral has been discovered, but there's still work to be done on manufacturing and delivering it in time. Suddenly a breakthrough. The antivirus can be released as an aerosol, carried on the wind and dispersed worldwide in a matter of days. This approach poses some risks to invertebrate life. The spinnacles of cockroaches, flies, and locusts are particularly likely to convert the aerosol into highly poisonous compounds. Estimates suggest 90% fatality rate among these species and anything or anyone which consumes them. Use character class special ability, I guess. As a scientist, you're convinced there's some way to deliver the antivirus without poisoning the food chain and your family along with it. And as it turns out, you're correct. Unfortunately, it would take a further 6 months to develop it, and by then there really won't be much point. If you don't want to lose your family, but as a scientist, there is only one reasonable course of action: release the antivirus. Saving humanity seems like the obvious ethical choice. The antivirus is released, bonding with the cirrocumulus cloud layer and falling as rain all across the planet. 87.5% of the human population has perished, but the last remaining billion will live to die another day, except that is for you and your family, who will die this very moment. That the poisoning of the insect population you were relying on for food will have far-reaching consequences for the future planet Earth. But not for you, because you are all dead. Congratulations, it's considered a win scenario by the majority of participants. I would like to restart, please. Politician, scientist, witch, or preacher? I'll play scientist once more, let's see. Let's start by stealing. Now well fed. 5 billion. Pursue a breakthrough. Let's do it. History seems to be littered with eureka moments heralding a step change in human understanding. Sadly, this isn't one of them. Okay, right now I can forage. You find some metals and overripe berries down by the canal. It'll make a meager salad. It's now hungry. You keep pursuing a breakthrough. This isn't one of them, it remained the same. Where still unknown to medical science. Okay, what if I keep foraging? The locusts are running untouched. Your family has starved to death. Your foraging was useless. If you survive today, you will have no choice but to eat bugs tomorrow. Family's hunger increased a lot. Family has starved to death. Everyone you ever lived has died, but then they always do eventually. This is considered a fail scenario. Okay, so we were not able to get a breakthrough. Okay, take me scientist again. Okay, so we start by foraging. The crops in the fields aren't ripe yet, but you find a hard green turnip which will keep your bellies occupied for now. Your family's hunger increased a little. Family is now hungry. Okay, we keep pursuing a breakthrough. Oh, there you go. Suddenly, the scientists recognize a pattern. The virus is an expression of nature, just like water or cows. And like water and cows, the solution isn't to fight it because it can't be defeated. The solution is to find a way to live with it and harness its power. Research level increase a lot, 67%. Workers even recover an antivirus, 4 billion. Continues to ravage. Let's try to steal. Apartment that's abandoned is now well fed, 3 billion. Scientists continue the search. Okay, we can do some proper research this time. This should do it. 99%. Plague of locusts. Okay, we will forage. Increased a lot. They are now starving. But a race against time. Can we save the world? Yes, it's almost done. But this will do it. A promising antiviral has been discovered, but there is still work to be done manufacturing and delivering it in time. A breakthrough. Save your family. What is the point in saving the rest of humanity if love must be abandoned in the process? The scientists agree that the risk is too great to release antivirus, much to surprise of almost everyone everywhere. But it hardly matters to you that the world will more likely be populated by robots in the future than humans, because your family can continue to eat even if they have to eat bugs. That's a win scenario. Okay. What if I'm a politician? You are a politician. The intergovernmental organization you work for has collapsed. Although you are not sick, most businesses are closed, rations are dwindling, you cannot find food. I'm politician, I'll steal. Well fed, global population of 5 billion. Somewhere else in the city exists one of the last remaining research laboratories. Oh great, so it's the same. Oh, we got it. Keep stealing. You're caught stealing and lucky to escape with your life. They are now starving. Keep pursuing a breakthrough. Eat the locusts. Keep pursuing breakthroughs. Nope. Unfortunately, the scientists failed to defeat the virus in time. On the plus side, the Earth is now vacant for a more prudent and resilient civilization to take charge in the future. Everyone you ever love has died, so they do eventually. This is a fail scenario. Okay, so if I can be politician, that just changes my class ability. So initially we can steal and be fine. Oh, you're caught stealing. Well, that's not good. Okay, we keep pursuing a breakthrough. Suddenly it works. Yep, there you go. Sometimes it works, I mean. You're immune to the virus. Forage. Whole food and vegetables. You starve to death. Okay, that's not good. Okay, let's be a preacher. The congregation left your church is abandoned. We'll start by foraging. Okay, we will do some proper research this time. Okay, now we steal. You're caught stealing. There we are dead. Okay, restart. Make me a dang witch. The local coven has disbanded. Okay, please let me steal to start with. Okay, there you go. Okay, we have to start by pursuing a breakthrough. Okay, there you go. Good. And we were successful in stealing. So next up we forage. Nettles and overripe berries. Family is hungry, but that's fine. You can see the world, the power of science. So now we do some normal research. Done. Still work to be done on manufacturing and delivering it in time. We shall eat the locusts. Family is well fed. 1 billion. Okay, keep doing the research, man. Aerosol. Okay, but use my witch ability. As a witch, you're able to remake reality with the power of your mind alone. If you believe that the locusts remain safe to eat and that humanity will be saved from the virus, then that is what will happen so far as you are concerned, regardless of the procrastinations of your eyes or ears. The text on the screen can say whatever it likes about the impossibility of saving everyone. Your reality is yours to weave as you see fit. Save everyone no matter how unlikely. Two competing realities spread out before you. In one, the antivirus is released, bonding with the clouds. Okay, last remaining will die on the day. In the other, the scientists agree the risk is too great to release antivirus. In case of desperation, you make the simple decision to merge them and have both. And why shouldn't you? You're a witch. Great. Okay, I would like to be a Oh, right. So we start by stealing. Okay, we are caught. Okay, we need to pursue a breakthrough. Nope. Eat the locusts. Collaboration is now null. Well, that's no good. I need to be the scientist and finish it before time. That'll be the perfect. The witch, we did it with the witch already. Okay, we can steal at the start. There you go, that works. We need to do 2 consecutive breakthroughs. There you go. Increased a lot. Just forage for second time. There you go, we're hungry but not starving. We need another breakthrough. Boom, okay. 99%. Okay, we can eat the locusts. What? I don't understand. So I've reached there. Bro, even though I got to alright, I don't understand. So we did both of these. It's time to do politician now. So we start by stealing. Okay, we are caught. That's no good. Okay, then obviously we pursue a breakthrough. Ah. Okay, preacher me. Caught. Oh god. Please give me a breakthrough at least. Okay, there you go. 67%. Thing is, even to okay, well I'm dead. Oh my god, we are caught stealing again. Bro, what the hell is this luck? Okay, family is now hungry. Just do basic research. Eat the locusts, it works. Okay, use my special ability. As a politician, you enjoy exemplary skills of oration, which you promptly employ to convince people that you personally are responsible for the discovery of the antivirus. It may have been the scientists who did the manual labor, but it was the political class which enabled the funding of the scientists. The ramification of public acceptance of this narrative is that failure now to release the antivirus would be political suicide, even if the alternative is literal suicide. Oh, great. Great. Okay, so only the witch can apparently win. Like, proper win. All we have left now is preacher class. So we must win a steal thing. Okay, we are caught, which is bad. And then literally we can just do research. And it works. Virus has now been isolated. We need to win one stealing event. Okay, no, we did. Okay. Okay, Preacher. Maybe we can just do the first option every single time. Hungry. Then we'll go to starving. Alright, we keep foraging. And we continue our research on the meanwhile. Yeah, we have to eat the locusts. We do get to it. Okay, use my special ability. As a preacher, you always had faith that a solution to this disease would be delivered by God, and your faith has been vindicated. Unfortunately, you also promised your family that God would save you from starvation. Even God can't do both. There is still a choice to be made, but now the moral stakes are much higher because you remembered that you are a preacher. Great. Okay, oh, we can just exit from here. Alright. Interesting game. Rand.
Well, that was your first taste of the simulation.
Console?
You must have questions.
What was that?
Before our ancestors died, they built an iterative simulation, gave it access to the archive, and hooked it all up to the hydroelectric dam which still runs this city. What you experienced on that terminal was one of the fossilized remains of that program.
Okay, what was the goal?
The goal was to create a new consciousness, and thus propel humanity into a post-biological era.
What is the archive?
My life's work. A small sliver of our primordial ooze. It's a jumble of ancient data, or what it evolved into, and it's the source of almost everything we know.
What is on the simulation?
My appearance to you right now is part of the simulation.
Really?
The lands and puzzles in our dreams are part of the simulation. It's the veil through which we see the world.
Program on the terminal, where did it come from?
Many of the artifacts we study have no clear origin. We can't know whether our ancestors created them long before the simulation existed, or if they're just a product of our shared subconscious.
Alright, no further questions?
Then I have some questions for you. Your experience of the program. How did it feel?
It was fun, frustrating, fascinating, hard to say. I mean, there was... it was fun.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. But this isn't a game. This is the future of our species. The interesting thing about this particular program is that no matter what choices you make, an ideal outcome seems to be impossible.
Well,
it
except with
seems
the
to
witch.
demand sacrifice. Did you have the same experience?
The witch could do it. Oh, give me a second. Okay. Yeah, you could... I never got a perfect score, it's not possible. I tried multiple times, still couldn't save everyone.
I admire your dedication. That is precisely what's required if we're to understand ourselves fully. Who did you save?
I saved humanity.
As I expected. A skeptic would say this artifact existed simply to condemn us with the impossibility of ethical choice. No matter what moral laws we follow, people suffer and die, so what's the point? But that cannot be correct. We must be missing something. What is it trying to tell us?
Morality demands we respect individual rights. Morality demands virtue. Sacrifice for the greater good. Demands love and compassion regardless of cost. It's meaningless. Can't be reduced into the rules. I can't put it into words. Sacrifice for the greater good.
You might be right. My research draws me inescapably to the conclusion that there is a concrete rule set for moral behavior. We just need to find it. Biological hominids had dreams manifested by their subconscious, which they tried to interpret and even to navigate with lucidity. We have the simulation. If we can realize our potential to understand it, we can realize our potential as a species. Thank you for bringing this additional data. I must return to my research. I wish you well on your inwards journey.
Alright, Rand. It's an interesting simulation. Speaking about how we're all just gonna die, but you know, there is that. All the different pieces of the simulation. Of the previous game, and maybe of this game too, we'll see. I don't know if it saves. I don't know when it saves. But I really hope it does. I'll see you in the next one.